Well, good evening, America. This is your favorite podcast back on again, Dare to Disagree. We're back at you live again. There's just two of us on right now. We expect some more people to show up a little later. We just didn't want to keep you waiting any more than we usually do. This is Alone in the Dark in Tennessee,
Slow Chemical.
and we actually have a guest today, too. I don't know if you got a proper name for her yet. You get a show
No,
her?
she-
Get silly, fan.
It's Renee. I'm fine with that.
Renee, that's her street name. Don't worry about people. But what I wanted to kick it off with is I'm sure most everybody now, except for Slow Chemical, has seen this video of this white woman throwing a fit in Cheektowaga, New York. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But the video
First of all, that's where she went wrong.
the video itself is pretty hilarious, but I don't think people understand because everybody hears New York, like unless you live there, and you think Manhattan, you think New York City, skyscrapers and shit like that. But there's a whole countryside of New York that a lot of people don't know about. Like when me and Dave went into when we went to Iraq, well, it was Dave's second time, my first time. We had a kid there from New York. He was from upstate New York, and that's what if you asked him what state he was from, it was upstate New York because he didn't want to be associated with New York, New York. And he was country as a motherfucker. Dave was actually the first black person he had an actual conversation with. Which you think, New York, how the fuck is that possible? But you go just about 60 miles north of freaking Manhattan, and you're in the goddamn boondocks. I'm willing to bet that this Cheektowaga, New York, is pretty fucking north in there. Because that's the only way this shit could have happened. I mean, that shit was just beautiful. And if you haven't seen the apology, well, I don't know if you can call it an apology, but the response video she put where she called into some like radio station or something like that, you guys need to see that because that chick defending herself was a goddamn tragedy. One of her quotes was, "I'm not racist, I have a black cousin." It was freaking hilarious. It was one of the best things I've ever seen. Like, this chick was just lost 100% of the time. And she was crying on there because, lo and behold, I guess she's in the middle of a custody battle, which is the perfect time to have a racist freaking rant posted goddamn everywhere online. Right in front of her kids, too. She's got her daughter back there twirling around a pole, just like I'm sure she's seen Mama do many and many times.
Oh, don't forget the kids cursing too.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't really hear what the kid was saying. I didn't have my right speakers, but I'm willing to bet it was some serious shit, though. With a mom like that, there's only so good these kids could be. But somebody did bring up a good point though, and he was right in. He hates when stuff like this is put out because everybody just sees this and is like, yeah, this is what we have to rally against chicks in a freaking Family Dollar or Dollar General parking lot, whatever the hell it was, yelling racist shit. When the real problems are subversive racism, not getting a job because you're black. Or not getting a job because you're Mexican or something like that. Or being harassed by police officers, not be able to get through the freaking line at a goddamn airport without getting searched, shit like that. That's the serious shit. This shit right here people rally behind is really not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. I can see his point, but I'm having a lot of fun watching this chick get freaking internet famous. Hey, look who this motherfucker is. You wanna say hello or something, man? Just creeping in.
What's happening?
We're talking about that white chick in Cheektowaga, New York. You saw that video, right? Yeah, I saw something about it.
I just went to Facebook and the shit popped right here up on my screen.
Oh man, that shit was just beautiful. I love how lost she was in her entire freaking. Because then in her apology video, what she said, what she was yelling about in the first video was, "You started your car and scared my kids." Right. Which I'm willing to bet what he had was his radio blasting when he started up, because that's what it sounded. It sounded like loud radio when he first started the video. That made the kids jump or something like that. When she did her apology video or whatever, she was saying he almost ran down my kids. How the fuck do you do that from a parked car?
Not to mention that the shit was still, like, just like you said, it was caught. It was still in place.
Yeah.
I didn't know she did an apology video. Who the hell is she? What is she get? Some like, because when I was reading the comments, they said she was a stripper.
She told the guy when she was yelling at him that you don't know how many cops I've stripped for. You're gonna be in so much shit.
Oh yeah, that was the most classiest moment that she had.
And
Not
literally,
the N-word. It was just the classiest moment when she says how many cops I've stripped for.
literally, while she said that, she's got her 3-year-old daughter in the back spinning around that freaking parking pole too. And that shit was happening at the same time. It couldn't have been done any better, man. If somebody made a joke video of an ignorant racist broad, it wouldn't have been as good as this one. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
Right.
Oh man, I thought that shit was hilarious though. That really brightened my day hearing that girl crying on her freaking apology video. You don't know what this has done to my life. It's ruining my life. They're gonna lose my kids. If anybody needs to lose your kids, it's you, bitch. You need to lose your kids. That's why you're gonna lose them.
Right, 'cause that 3-year-old was starting earlier. She was dancing in the background.
Hey, mama's gotta practice, man. You know, get the whole family involved. Let's see you're not seeing, man. It was a family affair. You know, get the kids involved with what you do. It makes the family tighter knit.
But Jesus Christ, not the shit on like elderly strippers, but damn, wasn't she kind of like wrinkly? Well, not wrinkly, but at least seasoned.
I'm just saying, man. I don't know what you expected out of a stripper in Cheektowaga, New York.
Yeah.
But that was about it. That was that was what I guessed right there.
But see, that place seems like the virginest of places in New York. I mean, you got New York City, New York. That's just like Hell's Kitchen, New York. Yeah. And then like you have this dumb fuck place I never heard of, and that's supposed to be like Virgin New York. But you have strippers that look like that.
I don't know what's going on, man. I've been to New York, and I went to a strip club there, and that was the first time I saw a tampon string in a strip club. So I left immediately. I left that $20 cover behind.
Oh wow, she didn't have the guts to put it in the proper place or cut it off.
That's I
classy.
don't know. I didn't quiz her on it. I just left.
Damn. So that's like you know the meme where they be like the bosses ask you if you're still coming in or not. Like in strip clubs, they make you still be on the clock even if you're on the rag.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's one of those places where, you know, women can't really be women. You can't be doing none of that stuff, you know? Like, when you come down to talk to me, you have to pretend like you don't have a boyfriend and you actually care about my opinion. That's one of those things you got to pretend about, that this shit doesn't happen to you, you know what I mean?
That's what you're paying for.
I don't know, man. I would. Now, I haven't been to New York since I've turned 21. When I went there, I was 18, 19 years old, and I didn't have a very good time. So I need to go back now that I'm over 21 to see if I have a lot better time. Because people talk about that, like that's the place to freaking party. And, man, just about everything that happened to me there sucked. I had some funny stories, but they're all usually fucking tragedies, you know what I mean? Making fun of somebody else because of their misfortune that happened in New York. You know, that was about it for me.
I can't, like, most of my experiences in New York were just, like, unforgettable. No, not unforgettable, but unrememberable.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We had a couple incidents that we've been sworn to freaking secrecy on, and I'm going to have to continue that freaking thing. But that was my first topic I wanted to bring up, because that shit was freaking hilarious. You know,
that training incident, huh?
That shit was just beautiful, this freaking girl being a goddamn idiot like that. And I hope they do a follow-up later after she loses her kids. I want to hear her be crazy after that shit happens. That's totally not her fault. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely.
She's probably going to hunt down that guy and try and kill him because it's 100% his fault. You know what I mean? I'm losing my kids because of what you did. Jesus. That's freaking ridiculous.
That cop she called was probably back home sitting with his wife. laughing his ass off.
Yeah, no, I'm totally gonna come arrest this guy for starting his car. You're right, lady. Oh man. Well, you got anything you want to talk about, Calhoun?
Nah, not at all. Actually, I guess this whole topic that we were talking about can correlate back to did you hear about what happened here in Baltimore with the pastor?
No.
He was in church service and he shouted out the infamous Chris Brown line. These hoes ain't what was it? You can't trust these hoes or something like that. No, these hoes ain't loyal.
A pastor,
church.
huh?
Yes, a pastor in church in front of the whole procession.
I mean, was there any lead up to that, or did he just decide that was some advice he needed to give out?
I don't even know. I'm not even sure because I couldn't watch the whole video. I just saw the one part where it was just like, these hoes ain't loyal. I was like, okay. All right. Praise.
God damn. I gotta know what the lead of it. I'm gonna have to. Was that on the news, or did you just hear about it? Is that just local news?
It's on YouTube too.
Shit, I'll have to look that up after we get off here then, because that's pretty hilarious. That kind of reminds me of that one girl who's doing all the what do you call it? She does a bunch of like motivational videos, and I think she says something like from the stripper pole to the church or something like that. I don't know. But she does these things where she's talking about Jesus and how you need to be acting right, stuff like that. And she's got these low-cut tops on that are showing half her freaking nipples. It is ridiculous to me. At first I thought it was an accident. You know, like she was just sitting there talking and just started coming out of her top. But she's got like 4 or 5 videos where it's the same shit every time.
Oh, that's a regular thing. Okay.
It's the weirdest shit ever, man, because she's talking all kinds of scripture. She ain't saying anything like that pastor said. I mean, if you didn't have the video up, it sounds like just some lady freaking preaching to the high heavens, and then you're seeing half of her goddamn nipples hanging out of her shirt, which I'm not complaining about at all. You know what I mean? I don't watch these things, but I've seen every video that girl made.
Right.
She's getting the message out.
That's a church I'd like to attend myself. God damn.
I'll have to see if I can find her name, but she's a class act. You know, maybe I didn't even think about that till right now, but she is getting to people that normally wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm hearing about her praising Jesus. I normally would have just skipped by that, you know? Here she is saving my damn soul.
Well, she could do all the talking. It's not like I'm listening.
Yeah, she's getting that, what's that called? Where they just get into your brains without you really having to listen to them? That, not telepathic. You know what I'm talking about, where, I'll fucking figure that shit out.
Felicia? No, I'm just...
No, it's I don't
Psychic?
No. It's like subliminal messages. That's what it is.
Oh, you slipping up, man. Sheesh.
That's what she's doing to us, getting into our brains while we're staring at her titties. We end up freaking praising Jesus on the fucking slide. You know what I mean?
I'm not talking about you, babe. No, we talking about some other chick. Don't worry.
When are you gonna bring her on the show, man?
There's no need. What you mean?
Okay, man. I believe you. So you brought us a freaking guest person here, Slow Chemical. What was she planning on talking about? What was she gonna teach us here on this show?
I don't know. She doesn't have a topic. She's trying to feed off of us, but we haven't been giving her much to feed off of, so she's just waiting to chime in on something. I wish Cole Conscious was on. He would have something to ignorant to saying she could, defend women's rights or something. I don't know.
He's pretty skilled at that. Okay? He's pretty skilled. I know I wrote something down when she was on last time to remember to talk to her about. Because she disappeared on me that one time. What was it?
Well, we were talking about women and hookers or something?
No, okay. Now
Women
I
and
know
hookers.
what we're talking about. What we were talking about is going out, like me being married, me going out, sleeping with other women, and then just coming home to my wife. And you said that was wrong, that was being disrespectful to women.
No, I said it's being disrespectful to your wife.
To my wife? Oh, that's totally different. I'm not even supposed to respect her anymore. I paid good money for my wife.
I would hope so since you married her.
We're beyond that now. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, if my wife agrees to those terms...
You know, I'm glad you guys was talking about me because I was watching the show, and yes, I did have something fucking ignorant to say. Hello. Good evening. I'm sorry I'm a little late, and I do have something fucking ignorant to say. Now, what ignorance does you want me to say today?
This is picked up. Family and friends. Full conscious is here.
Yes. Indeed. Well, okay. Explain. Ask her why these hoes ain't loyal out here. Ask her that.
Hey, I can't. You gotta ask the pastor. You know.
But then again, it's all the GMO food we're eating.
You said what?
All them GMOs that's in our food now. I don't know.
Oh my lord. Jesus. I mean, I really want to know. Like, how come these hoes ain't loyal? I really want to know. I mean, not saying you all hoe. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying, Chris Brown made a song about it. It must be
Chris Brown of all people.
Is Chris Brown a reputable person to discuss these things with?
Absolutely, because he's socking bitches upside the head. And that's tremendous. I mean, because sometimes...
He making campfires with these motherfuckers and whatnot.
Yeah.
No, but...
Absolutely. Go ahead.
No, but in all seriousness, though, Renee, do you think hoes aren't loyal nowadays? Or you think it's the other way around?
Yeah,
I think everyone nowadays is out for themselves. I mean, hoes, women, men, whatever. I think everybody these days are out for themselves. There's no, I don't think there's any sacredness about a team or anything. It's all everyone for themselves, which is sad, but it's just what the force is today.
Yeah, I see what you're saying because a lot of people. Hold on. Hello. Yeah.
Oh, sure, that's all the real parties you guys got going on right there.
Yeah, I was saying that because it seems like nowadays a lot of women pride themselves on not being loyal since that fucking song came out. I see it all up and down my Instagram feed, and it's ridiculous when pretty girls keep saying that shit. And then they always wonder why they're single.
For them.
Yeah, because they're fucking single.
What's the percentage of females that you follow from Baltimore on Instagram?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
All of them. Except for maybe like one, and that's Betty, but she unfollowed me today, so I had to unfollow her. So it's down to 0%. You know how hard it is to get unfollowed by somebody that you fucking know?
It is hard, yeah. Cause I got a lot of motherfuckers on my page. I want unfollowing me. I'm like, fuck it, y'all can sit, front row seats.
That shit's ridiculous. I'll be
what
back.
is that though? You're hurt because someone unfollowed you?
Yeah, but that's Bernice. I mean, he pretty much got unfollowed by pretty much a relation of his. That's like his. I don't know how you count her. She said she was African for a while, so makes his second cousin twice removed. I don't know, but he got all followed by family. So I wonder what he said. I need to start following this boy on Instagram, which means I'm gonna have to make an Instagram account. But I'm willing to bet he probably deserved that shit. Because I fucked with that girl non-stop. I've been harassing her for years, and she ain't got rid of me yet. So I wonder what the fuck he did. I don't even know.
Heard.
Does anybody know what his Instagram account is? I would love to dig into this while he's gone.
I don't know.
Shit.
I used to know, but I don't get on there no more. Hold on, let me see.
I probably made an account sometime in the past, but I don't fucking remember. I don't
Where did he go?
Somebody called him, man. It's probably a woman who's not gonna get with him. And he'll never figure out why. Shit, I don't got an account on this shit. I don't know. Let's figure it out later. But I'm willing to guarantee that boy fucking deserved that shit. If I know
You did
anything
all
about
kinds
him.
of searching, and you did all kinds of searching just to realize that you didn't have an account.
Hey, dude, I don't know, man. I've been going through making accounts on like everything, but I've never used this shit. People in a yep, see, username. Yeah, I'm fucked on there. I won't even be able to find him anyways if I do get on that account.
Yeah, you will. I think it's the same stuff. It's like Ravens fans, something.
Shit. Maybe I can build an account. But oh, what's your account? Fucking Mike.
What's up?
What's your
What's
account,
going
man?
on?
Give me a link to your Instagram account. I want to see what you did to piss that girl off.
Oh, I didn't do anything. It's X-Gentleman, X_Gentleman. That's the new album out, by the way. Slow Chemicals album. I'm gonna cop that. Right? I plug you from time to time. I didn't do shit. I mean, she did this shit before.
Hey, Kokatu.
She did this shit before. Yeah.
We got a fan who just texted Renee. He said, "Tell your boy white hoes are very loyal."
Indeed they are.
Hey, Chris.
You know what? I commend him for that because I never had a white hoe before. I had all black hoes, and none of them have been loyal. I mean, I wasn't really expecting them to anyway, but you know. But she's done it. I mean, she's done this shit before. Like she fucking unfollowed me. You say what?
Right, and it said the fact that you call them hoes, that's a dead giveaway.
I told Kokatu, I said if he want to find somebody that's worth his time, he need to go out to Towson. He need to go out to Annapolis. That's where you find all the, you know.
Towson.
Loyal white hoes.
Yeah, the loyal.
I know. I need to. I usually do, but because these motherfuckers in Baltimore ain't shit. God damn, man.
Damn sure ain't, man. Damn sure ain't.
Seriously.
Here's my
They
suggestion,
damn sure-
man. What you're doing wrong is you're going out.
A title, then it's over. Look at Mr. Sterling. Look what happened to his hoe.
Yeah, but see, his whole white, and she stuck around with him.
What?
Wife did?
His whole stuck around with him. No, not his whole, his wife. I'm sorry.
Oh.
His wife stuck around with him. She was
Both
white.
of them.
That shit was royal.
Yeah, she did. See, here's what I think your problem is, Mike. Because here's what I did. What worked out for me, dude. I imported my bitches. Okay, I got my wife from Pakistan. I paid $200 for her, and I ain't had a fucking problem out of her. You know what I mean? You stick with these American women, and it just does not work out for you, man. You could have fun with them, but don't try and freaking make a wife out of them. That's the issue.
You know, I tried.
We're all looking for the American dream.
That's where you got to import, because the American women think that they got like
And don't you think they're looking for the dream too?
rights and entitlements, and they think that we got the, you don't do that shit, man. I'm telling you, when I had dinner over at my freaking father-in-law's house, he got pissed at me for trying to clean the dishes.
Oh.
He made my wife's sister do it. Go pick up his place, woman. Bring him something to drink. That's how things need to be done. That's old school.
That's power. See, Alan, he had assistants in bringing his mail order white over. See, I had to go like to the next state, Pennsylvania, and get mine. Mine's not from Baltimore. Mine's from Pennsylvania. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Bro.
That's a little better. You get them from the country.
Yeah, a little better.
Amish.
Because, oh my God.
Go get those Utah women
I mean,
who think you're supposed to have 4 or 5 wives at a time. They don't
No, them chicks be out there farming and cutting up stuff, churning butter or whatever it is they do.
I'm gonna have to call one of You know what? People keep talking about Dave's females and his family. I don't know why. I mean, for a guy, it's like the best plan to me. You could hit these bitches with no condom, get them pregnant, and you ain't gotta take care of the baby.
You talking about Mexican women, man? Yeah, I mean, you got.
No, I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
His African females.
Oh, that's
like
true.
you know.
That's true. Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah. That how a dream to me to knock a girl up and I had to take care of it. What?
They don't even make you pay for it, man. That's the good part.
Then they make you pay for it.
They'll sit there and be like, I don't want your money. Oh shit, honey. Well, I didn't want you to have my money either. They act like they're doing you wrong right there. You don't get to have any contact with this kid. Fuck this. How you playing it? How you saying that like a threat, woman? This is ridiculous.
No, I know.
That's what I call.
Yeah, I know. Like you know, this. Yeah, man. I mean, that's not the best plan to me. I'm not sure why he be tripping. That's not the best plan to me. Because if you go to one of Dave's cookouts and you see the amount of women there, it's women every fucking where. And how many sons they have? All of them have sons. And then you look at how many fathers they have? None. None. Fucking none of them have any.
Dave didn't play it right though, because Dave actually had a good deal going with his wife, because when they were first married, if he had any issues out of her, he could just get her deported, you know. But now he's got her citizenship, ruined that whole fucking thing. But I was telling him when he's first dating her, I'm like, this is perfect, man. If she pisses you off, you'd be like, bitch, get out of my country. I'll call IMS right now. You're going back to Mexico City.
But yeah, now that they got the baby, she got a citizenship, right?
Yeah, she got that anchor baby. She ain't going nowhere now.
Yeah, shit. Nope. Too late, man.
You ruined that whole.
Sad day for everybody. Well, sad day for him anyway.
I told you guys my deal.
You should have seen that shit coming.
I told you guys my deal. If I divorce my wife, I just got to give her $200 and that's it. That's the extent of our divorce. We had to sign a prenup right when we get married, saying she gets $200, I get the balance of everything else. She goes along her way. You know what I mean? It worked out pretty well.
Man. Jay-Z, on the other hand, if he ever decides to divorce Beyonce,
I wonder what are their next.
Solange should take care of that.
Huh?
Solange should take care of that.
Oh yeah. Solange get up in that ass, boy. And see, here's another way you can understand that these hoes ain't loyal. I mean, look at the influx of female violence recently, man. And look at the shit on the elevators. I mean, you got Solange, you got Ray Rice's wife. What else?
Yeah, she's being real violent on the fucking floor of the elevator, man.
Yeah, she was. I think she caught the two-piece.
Hey,
I think Solange was mad
Jay-Z a better man.
Blue Ivy a bigger room, and they had to cut her allowance off. You know, or maybe Jay said, you know, we can't produce your next album. I don't know. We really don't know what happened with Solange that night. She went wilding out on Jay. But it had to be something real good. Because B was like, stand back and look pretty. This is why we hired this big guy. You know, this is what it is.
Because Jay-Z probably said you'll never be Beyonce, and you know this. That's disrespectful. Because she will never be Beyonce. I never heard any of her songs. I know she played in fucking Johnson's Family Vacation. That's all I know her for.
What? What is that?
It's a lie.
You heard that? I never even heard of that. You know better than me.
Yeah, Johnson's is a movie with Cedric the Entertainer in it. It had Bow Wow in it, so it should tell you how this movie was
there you go.
going.
That's terrible.
Yeah, you just won me over with Bow Wow.
I mean, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna say if he a better man than me, or you know, because I would have floored her ass. I just be waiting. I go and put quarters in. I go and put quarters in a wishing well, wishing a bitch would swing on me. Wishing a bitch would swing on me. I just toast. That's it.
But you know what, co-conscious?
What's that?
They did it very well.
That's the difference between 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and the rest of the rappers that are broke. They know that they can't do that. They have a lot more to lose by them being a brand to themselves.
You're right.
Like somebody like Talib Kweli can haul off and hit somebody. It don't. It doesn't matter. He ain't got that much money.
Right.
Jay-Z and market themselves to white people. They got 5 black cousins.
That's actually a good point. That's a very good point. But Renee, since you are on the show, I do got a question for you though.
She done walked away. Hold on.
You handle your woman there, So Chemical. What's going on here?
He got a question for you. Go ahead.
Okay, I put on Instagram a few days ago. I was like, and this is my question, and I really don't understand why. That's probably why I don't really like dealing with black girls. But I was like, why do black girls, I mean girls in general, but mostly black girls, why do they find so much pride in being fucking difficult to date? Because obviously, what I see on fucking Instagram, you guys are showing that you know, like you guys say it all the time, like I would go to my man's phone, I would pressure him, and I'd be awake asking questions. Like nobody wants that, bitch. Nobody wants a motherfucker to keep questioning them all goddamn day about nothing. Like, and you guys know that you're difficult. You guys already showed that, hey, we're difficult to fucking handle. But then you get mad when you see a black guy like Kobe who has money, because Lord knows if I had money, I wouldn't know what the fuck black meant. But but you have motherfuckers, y'all get mad with motherfuckers like Kobe. You had motherfuckers like Kobe who, you know, have white girls, and then you guys, you know, seem to get mad when they have white women. So why do you? I mean, you not okay. You're different.
Cause I'll go to a white man real quick.
Yeah, she's working on that credit report.
You're right.
You damn skippy, I am.
I'm a fan, but okay. I'm pretty sure you got some. I'm pretty sure you got some whole friends. Why do they think it's so difficult? Why do they want to be difficult to date? That's my question.
Well, I will say this. I will say it's in our DNA. I mean, it's been a challenge all life, all our generation. So I guess I feel that we must need to give you a challenge as well. It does. Don't get me wrong. Ryan does have to work to keep me. He does. He knows this. And I love him more for it. But I do have to work to keep him, because you black men are not easy to keep as well.
Keep out of jail.
I'm just saying. Hey, we're difficult. You're just as difficult.
I mean, not as difficult as you guys. I know me personally. I mean, I want to go to my girl's phone. I mean, well.
I already know you difficult. Difficult.
Yeah.
You trouble.
Oh, first of all, I'm not trouble. This is just entertainment. I'm actually 10 times worse than this. Cause I tell, and people don't like me for it, cause I tell motherfuckers the truth most of the time, and I don't care how it comes out. And my mother knows this, and she's like, you know, one day you're gonna find a girl, and whoever decides to put up with your ass, good luck with them. Good luck. Keep them.
That's so funny. That's the same conversation my mother had with me.
See? Hey, you know what? They both
You call me
so
I say I am who I am.
Exactly. But I don't think black men are as difficult as black women. I mean, cause I feel like a lot of hip hop got y'all. I feel.
Honey, when you, I guess it goes both ways. If I walk a mile in your shoes, you have to walk a mile and a half in mine, because that's how I feel. Y'all are just as difficult. No matter what color you are, where you came from, you're all difficult, period.
See, normally I would say this to a girl when they say that, and I'm going to say it to you. Normally I say, hey, maybe it's the motherfuckers you choosing that are difficult. Because it might be just y'all, the people who y'all decide to choose are difficult, because there's a lot of guys out here who are nicer than me. And even when I get off camera, I'm pretty nice. A little bit. I'm pretty nice. I'm pretty, you know, I can have a conversation and shit like that. But you guys shun me away. This is the reason I'm an asshole. Because of females, not saying like you, because of females in general. Because females like the bad guy. Females like the people to yank them around and, you know, pull their track and shit like that. And this is why I'm the way I am today. The females. You know, I would go for a female and I'd be the nice guy I can. Hey, you know, you want to go out. You want to do this. You want to do that. And then I get friend zoned. You said what?
Girls don't like that.
You said girls don't like that.
No, girls don't like that. They don't want the nice guy. They want you to treat them like an asshole. And then once they get you, they know you're really a nice guy. And then they think they'll change you. And then you'll be better. Then they'll be like, oh, look what I did to him. I've changed him.
So
yeah,
basically,
I heard that theory plenty of times. I don't understand you females. That's why I don't deal with her.
I don't even understand it, but I know what is in my DNA.
so basically what you're trying to tell me is that you girls go
Chromosome. I don't know what it means. It just is what it is.
So I'm saying, so you're trying to tell me that you girls go out and try to break us in like wild horses. You telling me?
Absolutely. Don't you notice women will be like, "Oh, whose dog is this? Why is it strayed? What is this?" That's what we do.
So that's what the so okay.
Have a great night, everyone. I messed everyone's head up tonight. You're welcome.
We opened a whole new door. We opened
So,
up a whole
Tomo.
new door for cold conscious. He is
So
pissed
what
now.
you trying to tell me? No, because it doesn't really make so. Okay, so you guys pick the crazy guys, right? You girls pick the crazy guys, right?
Oh, absolutely. We love crazy.
Okay, so next time Chris Brown goes upside of Ho's head, just know why. Because you picked the crazy motherfucker. So next time we
Right.
start going upside your head, smack you around, running you over cars and shit like that.
No, that's not acceptable. But we do like to get in your mind. But being physical is unacceptable.
Oh, come on.
Because-
Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars cannot be choosers. Man.
So what you trying to tell me is
Friendly
you
man.
girls want equal rights, but we can't swing with y'all.
Oh no, but at the same time, if you do swing on me, expect me to come back hitting like a man, because that's just how I was trained.
I mean, hey, look, if we gonna scrap it out, listen, I scrapped with 2 girls in my life. Am I happy about it? No, but the one girl I did hit the shit out of her because she was getting on my goddamn nerves. So I'm a little happy about that. But
Just to remind everybody, this is all purely entertainment. None of this shit is true, alright?
purely entertainment. But I fought 2 girls and I hit 1 girl really hard. And you know what? You guys laughed so fucking much. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, but I mean, if we're gonna scrap, then we're gonna scrap. But don't fucking beg me.
No, you swing on me. It's on.
Yeah, hey, and I respect you for that. But don't.
You tell her when she said it's enough and love's got to do with it. She hit Ike with that damn high heel. It's on. You ain't got to hit me twice. The first time is gonna be enough for you, and you're gonna learn.
Okay, I get that. Now, prior, okay, Tina Turner had a little different because you know I would just smack her upside the head just for he got to keep the pit pan strong. But I'm saying in general, I don't know. But when you beg me for 25 minutes, 25 a half an hour. You know how long? A half an hour is a whole month episode. When you beg me a whole entire month episode to hit you, and I'll go off and hit you, please don't be shocked that I fucking hit you. Don't be shocked like, oh, he hit me and then call the police. Now, if you seem like a woman who that age, motherfucker.
You fell for it, dummy.
So
You fell for it. If I sit up here and egg you on like a little kid, egged you on for half an hour, first off, you shouldn't even been listening to the nonsense for the first 10 minutes. The 10 minutes, you should have been gone. That's your fault.
So that's my fault. Okay, so we trying to tell me when a girl is begging you to do something, like to hit them or something, it's just a part of the game, right?
You listen to that foolishness. You have accepted foolishness.
Okay,
You have been entertaining that foolishness. You have allowed foolishness into your life. These are things that women do, and I am not going to open up all our little awful little secrets. These are the things we do. We do this. I dare you to hit me. I dare you to hit me. I bet you won't, punk ass. I dare you to hit me. Of course. We're doing this intentionally. And then when you hit us, I got your motherfucking ass. I'm calling police. I got a wound. I'm calling them. This is you. And you
makes a hell of a point, man.
Yeah, saying fools because you fall for it every time. You fall for it. The fact that you said you were sitting there for a half an hour listening to this foolishness, you were waiting for it. You wanted it. That's how we see it.
Hey, cool.
It should say yes means no means yes.
You know what you do from now on? Cool conscious. You know what you do from now on? You go out and get Ronda Rousey and bring her back to the crib.
I just need to fucking stay away from black people. You're probably right about that. Okay. So the next time,
What are you trying to say?
Here's the point, Cool Conscience. If you hit her, right? She's sitting there talking all that shit for an hour long, and you hit her. The cops get called. What are you gonna say? Man, she was talking shit for an hour. That ain't illegal. You had every chance to walk away. What's illegal is you going upside her head, man. She won that fucking fight.
No, but wait.
Woman is kicking your ass. She's like probably like what is that? Layla Ali. She's whooping your ass, and you hit her. You're still an asshole, regardless that this broad is a professional boxer. It's like you hitting somebody in a wheelchair. Like, what's the point? Like, you can't win. You better walk away. You can't win.
If they told you to do it, though.
It doesn't.
Hey, look.
Don't you think people in wheelchairs trying to test you?
Hey, look. I 100% get it. For all the ladies out there who are watching this show, Renee just fucked it up for all of you. Because now when girls begging for some shoes, some shit like that, I'd be like, well, I wasn't paying you any mind because I thought it was one of your fucking games.
Well, you know what? There's a problem with our ladies today is that they need to step up and be women because men aren't going to hold it down for you. And if that's what you're looking for, this day and age, just like you said, you smack a bitch in her head. Like, what is that? What does that mean? Do it for yourself.
It's just smack a bitch in her head. What do you mean with it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What does that mean with you?
What does that mean with me?
No, I was talking to her.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What does it mean? Like, what does that mean for you? People are like, oh, the hookers that they always showing on television. They want to hype up these hookers.
You know what it means for them?
You know what? I mean, it's sad that you're hyping up these little skanky ass broads that's selling their pussy for a couple of, which I'm not mad at them for because they're selling their pussy for like millions of dollars. But hey, that's what you do. That's what you do.
You sell your pussy for $1 million?
No, honey, I sell my pussy for a lifetime.
That might be the reason. You gotta think. I'm 20 years old, so I probably haven't gotten to the same age range as you guys where women are thinking more like you are. I'm messing with people in my age range who seem to be fucking stupid. So that might be the case. You know, the fact that you broke that down to me. Still though, if a girl wants to try me though, I still fucking hit her.
Here's what I'll give credit to black women for. At least in my experience, is if you're doing something that fucking irritates them or pisses them off, they'll tell you. That is something you can't get with many races of women, man. A white woman will let you do something wrong and get pissed at you for months and never fucking tell you what you're doing wrong, man. She'll just be mad. So I'll give credit. Like, here's an example, man. I remember the first couple girls I was with were white girls, right? Then years after I started freaking having sex, I got with a couple black girls, right? We went to a different school, found a couple black girls, got with them. Immediately, with the first girl I was with, I'm not going to say what I was doing, but I was doing something during my little lovemaking routine that was doing nothing for these bitches, okay? And I had done it with every girl I had been with Up until this girl, when she said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Again, I'm not gonna explain what I was doing, but she set me straight. And I'm thinking, all these other bitches just let me get away with that shit, pretending like they were getting something out of it. Finally, this girl comes forward and says, "Man, you're a fucking idiot, dude. Quit your shit here." We're talking years of girls putting up with this shit. Until the very first black girl I was with, she set me straight right away. Like, no, you stupid motherfucker. Let me show you what you're doing down there.
Yeah, most definitely. Black girls, I mean, look, it ain't all bad. Black girls are definitely very honest, and they will set you straight. But I just think, just in general, with any girl, not just. Let me stop singling out black girls, because I seem like a fucking Uncle Ruckus motherfucker. But
yeah, you do. I couldn't think of who it was. Yeah, you do sound a little bit like Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah, because really, I'm not black. I'm just a tan. But
oh, you got revitiligo.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm actually Alan's complexion under this. This is tan. I want to flag faster. Yeah, but that's one thing I'm not going to. I'm just girls in general. Like you said, like you put out there, they base their lives on TV most of the time. You know, they watch the Love and Hip Hop, and they watch all these other reality shows, and they think that's how.
You're not watching.
You say what?
You're not a housewife. That's it.
She's agreeing with me. Keep going, Mike. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, that's even worse because they're fucking famous for doing absolutely shit. What are they famous for? Nothing. What are they famous for?
I don't know. I don't
What?
Atlanta Housewives.
Ignorant.
They're famous. So what you're trying to tell me is they're
shucking and jiving all that.
So blackface. You trying to tell me that these are the modern day blackfaces?
Oh no, these are not the black people I know. These are not the black people I know. I'm just saying these women are famous for being ignorant.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The modern day blackfaces, basically. So these women are basically paid to put on a show, and people think that's how black girls really act. Like, what do they do? You know what their definition is? They're basic bitches. They're paid for doing absolutely shit for nothing. I could be paid to be ignorant. I'm ignorant enough as it is. You pay me.
Yeah, I will agree with you on
that. I'm serious though. Like, they're paid for doing that, and people sit here and watch this shit, and they're paid for doing that. They're the modern day blackfaces. You put Chief Keef along in that fucking line. Hopefully he doesn't see this podcast and kills me.
Tune in to see the Atlanta Housewives.
I'm tuning to see that those niggas are at it again.
No. I actually, they'd be like, "Oh, did you see the show last night?" I don't know what it is, but maybe different.
Black people looking stupid makes people happy.
Yeah, it absolutely does. It takes us back 100 years, but Lil Wayne did that to us for. Did that too.
Why that is a valid point. I think they took it to the 10th degree because it's crazy when you're watching a show and like a black girl does something on that show that is completely off the fucking charts. And I hate watching it with a girl who's like, yes, that's something I would do.
Alan, I'm sure with Alan, that woman yelling the N-word because the man turned his truck on probably set his people back maybe just 25 years, but it did set his people back too, right, Alan? Yeah. I'm just saying.
See, but people can that's one of the nice things about being white is a lot of people go, that was just a racist bitch. When they're watching a show like Atlanta Housewives, they're like, look how these people act.
Yeah, a lot of people, black people be like, oh, we don't know them. They're not that black. Those aren't the black people we know. We don't know them. They're secretly DVR in it and TiVo in it. Yeah, I know.
And it's funny, too.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's funny, too, because we had a conversation on this show about that the last time. These people who tune to these shows every single week, when it's fake as fuck, first of all, they're just getting paid to act fucking retarded. But, and and no disrespect to retarded people because they're smarter than some of these motherfuckers on the show. But when people, these are the same people who tune into this fucking show who downplay. These are the same people who tune into this show who downplay the WWE, which kills me every time. These are the same girls who tune into this show, say it's not fake, but yet will turn around and be like, "You still watch wrestling? Aren't you a little too old for that?" Well, at least wrestling comes out to say, "Hey, this shit is just entertainment. We're doing this for entertainment. We're gonna have a storyline. We're gonna have some wrestling. It's entertainment. We make it look real, but it's entertainment. Don't try this shit at home." Atlanta, they will play that shit of Housewives, whatever the fuck it is, and they will play it to the it's real. And it's crazy too, because people when they go on the fucking radio shows, the radio shows talk about it as if this shit is what's really going on in their lives. If you hate somebody so fucking much, you don't hang out with them every chance you get.
I agree. I'm being honest.
First of all, I know Slow Chemical. I know Slow Chemical, and you know Slow Chemical. Slow Chemical can't be around somebody who he hates for 5 fucking minutes. So I know he couldn't be with somebody he hates. Slow Chemical knows we hate somebody off the grip. I hate you. Okay? Is there a reason? No, I just know I fucking hate you right now. Okay? And he can't stay around for fucking 5 minutes. You trying to tell me these girls who have tons of money, who can get in any these girls are pretty good looking. Some of them look like trannies. Some of them faces are stronger than the White Howard shoulders. But some of these girls' faces are strong. But you trying to tell me that you have all this money, you're kind of pretty, you can't hang out with nobody else. You insist on hanging out with the same bitches you've been hanging out with for the past 3 seasons. Is that what you're telling me? You have all this cash, but you're fucking stupid enough to keep hanging out with these same hoes you've been hanging out for 3 fucking seasons. I keep telling mother, there's not enough chaos that could go on. You're fucking rich. What chaos can be going on every single episode? What chaos? Money is supposed to make you happy. People say money don't buy happiness. So what to you as a fucking fool? Money buys you happiness. How come when I'm rich, I'm fucking happy, but when I'm broke, I'm mad at the world? I don't understand. So it kills me that you trying to tell me you have nothing else better to do than to keep hanging out with these same bitches, talking about how you don't like them. I can't stand her, but you hang out with them every fucking week. It's fake. It's completely fake. It's fake.
That man is a philosopher.
See, there's a reason I don't watch any of those shows, and that's because I don't give a fuck about no housewives and what the fuck they're doing. Little on these ones, man. I can't imagine. I don't know how the fuck they sold that show, because you come to me and say, "Hey, man, you want to read this story about what this housewife did?" No, not at all. I don't want to give a goddamn about that shit. You hear about that shit, bitch, on the internet all the time. Being a housewife's the world's hardest job. Man, shut the fuck up, okay? I had to do that shit for a while when freaking my wife was in school and I wasn't working. That is not a real fucking job. Right now, with me working full-time, my wife working full-time, I gotta go to work and then come home and clean the fucking house, or she's cleaning the house. We're doing that shit on our spare time after a real job. That shit ain't a real fucking job. Now, don't get me wrong. If I could afford it, or, you know, if my wife wanted to do it, which she doesn't, I would love to have my wife staying home taking care of our kids. You know what I mean? Having somebody I know instead of sending them off to school and getting taught who knows what. Like, I sent them to school, and my daughter came home. She's 4 years old, came home and said, what was it? I can't remember what she was getting on dressed to go to the pool and said something about her coochie. Which immediately made me, what kind of preschool teacher is talking about this shit? And I had to go to the school and talk to the, hey, okay, I understand you guys are freaking trying to, get these kids potty trained and shit, but how about we watch our fucking language here? This is some ignorant fucking shit. And it is weird because I'll have straight adults come to my office applying for a job saying stupid shit like that. like we have to drug test and we do the mouth swab drug test. And so I told us, here, you just need to put that thing in your mouth, let it get, completely wet with your saliva, put it back in there. So you want my slop on it? And I'm saying, what the fuck is she gonna say? I mean, I had to have misheard her. There's no way this bitch talking about slop in the middle of applying for a fucking job,
Yeah, well, that's another topic. I mean, what is your child supposed to say? Is she supposed to come home and say, my vagina? Or would you like a little nicer name? Because the nicer names came from the adults. Because kids have no problem saying their parts' names.
That works for me. That's just fine with me.
She can say coochie, she can say vagina.
Huh?
I said if she can say coochie, she can say vagina. I'm quite sure.
Well, don't get me wrong, because my mother was home with us during the day. My dad was home with us at night. So Daddy heard everything because he had all girls. So he had no choice.
Man. That poor man. Give him my best for Father's Day.
God, that is.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like Daddy was like, "What is going on down there?" He never said a nickname or anything. He said, "What is going down there?" Is it your? And if you had to be more specific, it was your vagina. Now, some men are uncomfortable with that, especially hearing it from their daughters. But when you're a man that has 3 daughters, you're used to it. At that point, you're the only one in the house.
Yeah, that means that that means that he had to deal with, time in the month every day.
So that's a plus.
I mean, yeah, I can see where you get. I can see where you get at. I mean, all of us don't have any kids, thank God. But if I was to have a daughter, and she came home was like, yeah, my pussy or my coochie, I would kind of be, a little distraught. I'd be like, wait a minute. At least, if you're gonna teach these kids these names of their parts, I say give them the actual name, the actual term. If she came home and just said vagina, I would still be like, cut that shit out. But
I mean, it would be the same if my son came home and said, "Hey, Dad, my cock hurts." I mean, what the fuck did you say? That wouldn't be something acceptable. That wouldn't be me going, the teachers have to call it something.
Yeah, in fact, I mean, if they're that young, you at least teach them the actual names of the shit. Because there's nothing worse than, they get fucking older. They don't actually know the name of the shit. Because, some people actually instead of actually vagina, they say pajana or vagina, like the F or P. And the last thing you want to do is your first time with a girl, like, yeah, let me see that pajana. Because, it's the kind of last thing you want to do with a girl your first time. But
that's pretty terrible.
That is pretty terrible.
Worrying about catching that diabetes, and here you are calling it vagina.
Oh, Renee, please tell me you tuned in to see that show.
No, she hadn't.
Holy shit. Can I explain it? I might not explain it right today, but...
Hey!
Yes, oh my lord. So, I have a cousin who is retarded. Once again. I hate using that word. But there's no way ever to describe this motherfucker but retarded. Let me put it to you this way. His name on Twitter...
Kind, or is he just a special person?
Okay, his name on Twitter, and you be the judge of this. You be the judge of this. His name on Twitter and Instagram is I Sex Dirty Hoes.
Oh, well then he's just dumb. So retarded is allowed.
Okay, well he's stupid, dumb, whatever you want to say. So one day he came to me. He was like, "Hey, bro, you know what diabetes is?" At the time I didn't really have the knowledge of it, and I tried to explain it to the best of my ability. So I was like, it has something to do with, when you have like, too much sweets or something like that. Kind of, my father has it, and he can't have a lot of candy and shit like that. So I like that's the best I can explain to you. And, I didn't Google it, and I like best I can explain to you. I'm like, is this something where you can't have a lot of sweets after you have it, and messes with like your vision after a while, shit like that. But okay, he was like, I thought it was like an STD. I was like, wait, what? He's like, I thought it was an STD. I'm like, how the fuck did you think that? Like, I thought that because Lil Boosie had it. And he was like, well, since Lil Boosie had it, I thought, you know, he had a lot of sex with a lot of random girls. So I was like, hey, it might be STD since he has diabetes. Funniest shit of my life.
It is like
I was on the phone when that shit happened, and that shit almost killed me. I was fucking laughing so hard, man. Like, cause the way it felt, all of a sudden, like I'm talking to Dave, and I just hear in the background, Slow Chemical, Dave, you gotta hear what this guy said. Say it again. Say it again. And he knew there was something wrong at this point, so he didn't want to say it, but he was fucking forced. And that shit was freaking hilarious, man. I almost fucking died laughing at that.
Matter of fact, you know who put him out there like that?
Who's that?
Betty did. Betty did, because she was at the house at the time. And she put him out there like that. She was like, I think she must have been like, and then again, hold on, my bad. I put him out there because I told her, because at the time I was trying to fuck her. So, I tried to make myself sound like a smart guy and shit like that. Like, hey, look what this idiot said. I'm sorry for it. I never do it again, probably. But I was like, hey, look what this idiot said. He said, yeah, he's on diabetes, STD, huh?
I think you would. I think you'd do it again.
I probably would. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. I just remember telling her, and then Slow Chemicals having to come over there. I'm like, you know, I picked kind of wrong day to fucking tell you this. And Slow Chemical, like, as soon as I told her and we was laughing about that, Slow Chemical walked in like, what's up, guys? And she was like, hey, let me tell you what this motherfucker said. And that was the funniest. That had to be, I can't pinpoint the funniest time in my life. That had to be the funniest fucking hour that they got in this guy's ass of my life. The funniest hour. Funniest hour of my life. Had to be. I mean, the second funniest is probably when I lost my virginity. That had to be the second funniest hour of my life, but that was probably the first funniest hour. That was probably the first funniest hour of my life.
Oh, man. That shit almost fucking killed me, man. I felt bad for him. Not bad enough to not bellow fucking laughing, but I did feel pretty bad for him.
That shit was hilarious.
I guess by the time I heard about it, you guys had already beat the shit out of him, because he just sounded defeated when I heard him on the phone.
he was. Matter of fact, he went upstairs and went to sleep. He was like, you know, I'm just done for the day. I'm ready for you to go home, cold conscience, and I'm just ready to go to sleep. Like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had no idea Slow Chemical was gonna come over, and I was like, "Oh, you're fucked. You are fucked." It was hilarious.
That is fucking terrible, man. That shit broke my heart. But we better shut this thing down. We wrapped up about an hour. I do wanna thank you, Renee, for showing up to our show. One of the few guests who actually showed. Mostly we just get questions. What's that?
Gentlemen, it was a pleasure. Thanks for having me tonight.
Usually our freaking guests just skip out of us with no fucking warning. You know what I mean? Like goddamn Paul Walker did. But
oh Lord. I mean, well,
way too soon.
I don't know. It's been, I don't know.
12 months.
I didn't give that guy 12 hours. I'm pretty sure I was on my shit. I was on my shit right away.
You really, that's the funny thing, you really didn't. It was the fucking, the 2 days after you said that shit.
I guess it's like crime. I guess it's okay. I don't know.
But anybody got any parting shots they want to go with? Like fucking
yeah. Tell Jonathan Esther he's a fucking jackass when I've been on the show. You know what? You know what? You know what? Alone and Dog. I feel like you need just to be the fucking host, because Jonathan Esther is fucking up.
I've talked about having a hostile takeover, man. Just booing his ass out. He keeps saying he's gonna set his boss straight, where he's going to have Wednesdays off. He doesn't give a shit what happens. And then, like the past 3 Wednesdays in a row, he's been freaking at work. You know, I think just because he said that, his boss has been fucking with him.
Yeah, I feel like his boss is probably a fan of the show. Like, oh, really now? Well, you won't be on the show. But I don't like you as the host anyway. So, yeah, but I think you need to be the host, because between I keep calling him. You know what? Fuck it, Dave. Between him he always cuts me off at the fucking last moment. See, I appreciate you because you let me say you let me dig my own grave. I appreciate that.
Dave's always worried about lawsuits where there's no lawsuit possible. You know, that's Dave's problem. Like if we had this show with Dave on it, he'd probably be worried that fucking dumb stripper bitch was gonna sue us. Dude, she said she had a lawyer, man. You guys need to cut it out. And the cops know her. They're good friends. See, if that was Dave in that truck, she would have chased him off so quick, man. He just, yes, ma'am, I'm sorry, drove his fucking happy ass out of there. That's how Dave would have responded to that fucking situation. We never heard about it.
Pretty much, and with Dave running the fucking show, nobody's watching anyways. I'm not sure why he's so, scared.
What's that fucking
never posted. Whatever.
What about you, Calhoun? What you got to say?
Man, I'm just done with these hoes, man. After the night, it's just like, it's a wrap. Fuck that.
Hey, listen. White women are the way to go. Listen, I've never had a white woman, but I've talked to a lot of them before. And man, they are the funnest times. I mean, they really, like, the time, and I don't know how they fucking capitalize on this. We was driving 2000 before we go. Say what?
White folk are fun.
Yeah, exactly. I was fucking driving. We was driving through Towson, and my friends was high as fuck. They was so fucking high. They was like, "Hey, dude, turn back around. We could probably pick up some white girls." I'm like, "Yeah, I doubt it's gonna happen, but yeah, let's turn back around. Fuck it, I'm bored." And this white girl really came to the car, was like, "Hey, can we get a ride?" They hopped in with all 5 of us black people. Now we could have been rapists, killers,
right?
And they just fucking sat there and talking to us like we was the fucking.
Say.
You said what?
I said, obviously, if you're saying that, that's the perfect thing to say. What does that mean?
I'm saying we could have been. Thank God I'm not. But we could have been killers. They just fucking.
We right on that. They were not.
What's that not, at least? They were too high.
Yeah, they was high. It was one big ass girl though who hopped in the back. I made her fucking sit in the trunk. Cause like I made her sit all the way in the back. She was sitting in the front, and she was sitting in the back. So I don't play with these hoes. But yeah, they was hilarious. So, I mean, hey, Calhoun, you need to switch over to the white side, to the light side. I wouldn't say the dark side, but you get my drift.
Man, have you seen The Purge?
No, I haven't.
Watch The Purge and you'll understand why white women are like, they fucking dumb, man.
Jesus.
Tell you, man, you gotta import your bitches. Import them. Get them bitches from out of country, from some country where they got no rights. And I remember when I realized my wife might be a good pick is when we were dating and we were out like at some state fair or something, just trying to find some shit to do. And I bought her this little piece of shit necklace for like $3. And you would have thought I just bought this bitch a car, man. I love that fucking thing. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and keep this bitch. This is a good one right here.
Hey, yeah, whenever I can find a girl to do that, then that'd be just love. To buy.
Yeah, so we gotta import our chicks from Kazakhstan, huh?
Exactly, man. Exactly. Get them where they got no rights. That's what the freaking guy.
From DC.
Price tag though.
DC when they be down there beating your feet and stuff like that. No, I'm good.
Yeah, DC where they create bills. Yeah, any place.
I am a model that has been sold very many of times, but I do sell very well, and I am a model that does work for the man. Holla.
What about you, Slow Chemical? You still there? You got something you want to kick off with?
Nah, I got She said it all. There you go.
All right, I would just like to say that.
There you go.
Just so everyone could be assured, I do have a black cousin, so you guys don't get.
Everyone knows my family is half white.
If you want to see a funny video, look up Justin Bieber singing freaking. Well, look up Justin Bieber singing about the KKK, and that shit it just came out. It is fucking ridiculous. People are trying to spread it around.
I normally listen to Barbara Streisand. I don't want my ears ruined by such greatness.
It's like a YouTube video. Like somebody caught him in the backstage, you know? And that shit is pretty funny. I suggest it. Check that shit out. But anyways, we're shut down, everybody. We'll be back next Wednesday at 9:07, most likely, like usual.
Whenever we fucking get on. Hey, just be there. Just be on the Facebook page around 9, and then when the link goes up, there you go.
You know what?
Dave was hosting. I'll be on at 9:30.
Pleasure, gentlemen. It was a pleasure, and co-contras always hilarious. Love you guys. It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me tonight.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem.
We'll see you next week.